Hello, gorgeous souls. It's Storytime with Jay, based around our Enoughness challenge this month in our private community. The book is I Have Enough, I Do Enough, I Am Enough by Sheridan Stewart. This book really profoundly impacted my life, actually, and I followed the 90-day no spend rule, and I'm willing to do that again. So I'm going to read you an excerpt from chapter 4, which is called Taking Account, Bad Undies and the Inbox. Things to contemplate. Where am I prompted or compelled to spend needlessly? And what do I deny myself needlessly? And why do I do this? In our lifetime, marketing has become increasingly sophisticated and invasive. With the internet at our fingertips 24/7 via our personal devices, we are prompted to spend at every turn. Social media cunningly collects our data and targets us based on our desires and our insecurities. Spending and how we manage our money is uniquely personal. It's worth taking a little time to be curious as to why we spend as we do, and where we hold back, and maybe even deprive ourselves when we feel undeserving. There's a lovely quote, "Beauty begins the moment you decide to be yourself," by Coco Chanel. Something I probably should have purchased before starting my 90-day challenge is new underwear. My undies are a tragic collection of tattered rags. The colors have faded, the elastic is almost gone, and some even have holes, not just where the legs go. Surely underwear is essential, you ask. Of course it is, but the truth is I hate shopping for bras and underwear at the best of times. My early bra buying experiences were not happy ones. In a department store, I recall the middle-aged assistant's head appearing without warning or invitation over the too low changing room door. "Need any help in there, dear?" she inquired with a voice that managed to be simultaneously brusque and saccharine as I attempted to wrangle my unwieldy breasts into a too small bra. "No thanks." Evading eye contact while also trying to avoid catching sight of my semi-naked body from bizarre angles in the carnival collection of mirrors left me staring directly into my own cleavage, flesh spilling up and over inadequate cups. I should be grateful to the meddlesome fitting specialist who watched hawk-like as I trudged to and from the changing room to try on a range of escalating sizes, the backs riding up my breast as my breasts refused to be contained by B, C, or even D cups. "Your frame is actually quite small, dear. Try this." She dangled a garment over the door. "It's a smaller size across the back, but it's double D." Until that moment, I didn't even know a double D existed, let alone an EEEFGH. And while my girlfriends were offered pretty pink and lavender training bras, tiny triangles of flimsy fabric held in place by shoestring straps with just one or two hooks at the back, I was handed a serviceable, flesh-colored granny bra with wide shoulder bands and 4, 5, or even 6 sturdy hooks to clamp the garment into place. To add insult to injury, these ugly bras were 3 times the price of normal sizes, and matching undies were always full briefs, never bikini bottoms. Times have changed, and lingerie now comes in mind-boggling array of sizes and styles, but I've never fully recovered from those early nightmarish changing room experiences. I'm caught up in a time warp that includes plain black or beige minimizer bras and cheap cotton boy leg undies that come in 3 packs bought resentfully at the annual mid-year sale. Why, you ask? Because bad undies are my penance. I'm still waiting to be slimmer, fitter, and firmer before rewarding myself with beautiful lingerie. Even though I'm now the size I once idealized, I've shifted the goalpost to an even smaller size, and the danger is I'll keep shifting them in an endless search for perfection. So no matter what, the body I will have will never be enough, never worthy of those beautiful, luxurious items. There are women all over the world who are taller, shorter, fatter, thinner, older, or younger than me, who dress to express themselves. I bet some of them have an impressive collection of lingerie. So could I really join the awesome Undies collective? I'm guessing the majority of my smalls will always be on plain and practical side, but I could ditch the bad undies and replace them with better quality ones. And maybe just maybe when my 90 days are done, I'll buy myself a fancy one or two. I remember the last time I watched a commercial television. It was Barack Obama's inauguration in the 14th US presidential elections. What this means is that I haven't owned a television since January 2009. The commercials drive me crazy. But didn't you work in a commercial radio for 2 decades, you ask? Yes, I loved working in it, but I couldn't stand listening to it. A little too ironic, my inner Enoughness pipes up, don't you think? Hush now. I've never been into trawling shopping malls as a source of entertainment. I find them kind of soulless and at the same time overstimulating. On the rare occasions I'd venture inside one of these mighty meccas with the intention to buy a toothbrush, and I'd emerge hours later, my brain in a fluorescent fog, carrying shopping bags full of random stuff and a massive hole in my wallet, not to mention the damage I'd done in the food court. Over the years, I'd taken strange pride in my non-commercial ways. I saw the choice to abstain from mainstream media and shopping experiences as a personal strength, assuming it would give me immunity from the mind-numbing influence of marketing. There's a quote that's become a meme, the author's name buried somewhere deep in the World Wide Web. Arrogance is a weakness disguised as a strength. I may have owned a television for over a decade, but now I'm thinking of the hours, weeks, and months I've spent binge watching Netflix and all the DVD box sets that predate streaming services, my guilty pleasure. Then there's Facebook, where I live in a bubble of like-minded people popping up in my news feed. News? Really? And the technology has become so cunning that I can't even have a conversation without a flurry of product services and special offers appearing out of the ether onto my page. And then there's email. I've been selective about which businesses I subscribe to and whom I follow. However, a quick glance at a subject line of what's come into my inbox today indicates otherwise. New audiobook you have to listen to. I suspended my subscription for 90 days. Ask yourself this, plus ... bonuses expire tonight. No thanks. You won't believe this transformational story, plus new bonuses, sent from the same address as the previous email. 5 things to do mid-year to achieve your goals. Enough already. It's winter. I just want to hibernate. Toned inner thighs in 30 days. Eye roll. Hot buys on heating. I live in a subtropical zone. Want to see our top 10 winter faves? No. It's a sign. Still time to sign up. What sign? How to keep the weight off forever. Okay, I admit I'm tempted to click on this one. I'm only human after all. And have you made this smart retirement move? Retirement? WTF? I'm years away from retirement. Why am I getting this? I'm not saying that there isn't some sage advice, worthy information, or terrific services tucked inside these emails, just one click away. Will those one-off opportunities never, ever again come my way? Can I live without those soon-to-expire bonuses? And my thighs, God knows they need toning. However, I get busy with the delete button and assume that for this duration of the 90 days at least, I have enough. It's easy to be swept along by the current spending trends. For example, some people have multiple subscriptions to streaming services, yet complain of being time poor. In an environment where excess has been normalized and spontaneous spending is encouraged, putting a few speed humps between our Pavlovian response to stimuli and the decisions we make about committing our resources allows time to consider our options. Action. Manage your time online. Do you need a digital purge? Except for GAJA, because that's really cool. She didn't really write that, I did. Is there anything you could unsubscribe from that will unclutter your inbox and help you avoid temptation to spend? Consider taking a digital holiday or setting limits on how much time you spend online. What are your cyberspace and social media priorities? Action. Create a wish list or two. I nearly bought an essential oil blend called Sweet Dreams yesterday. It was on sale, always compelling. However, it wasn't essential. I wonder how I feel without that non-essential item at the end of 90 days. Will I spend time craving it? Will I resent paying full price? Or will I forget I even ever wanted it? I decide to create 2 wish lists, and I did this too. It's very effective. My first is what I call my itty-bitty wish list. The fun, often frivolous, non-essential items that don't cost much, which means it's easy to make a spontaneous purchase. As I'm writing, I look around my studio at a cute yellow ceramic pot plant holder catches my eye. I like it a lot. I haven't used it yet. In fact, it still has the price sticker of $14.99 on it, and I bought it over 2 years ago. Whenever I want a non-essential item, I pop it on my itty bitty wish list and record the cost. I can always purchase it at the end of the challenge, but perhaps I already have enough. Lined up on my old desk are bottles of essential oils. No less than 3 of them are blends with names like relaxation, serenity, and lullaby. On closer inspection, the ingredients are almost identical to that bottle promising sweet dreams. Without paying attention, I've bought the same item over and over. Maybe I'd rather put that money towards a big ticket item, and that's where my second wish list comes in. This one is for bigger ticket items, the sort of purchases that have a bigger impact and a bigger price tag, meaning I'd need to save up for it first or take out a loan. Replacing my third-hand lounge suite is the first item on my big things wish list. A vacation is next. How long has it been since I had a real holiday? I encourage you to create your own itty bitty and big things wish list. You can return to these throughout the 90 days, adding and subtracting items. Keeping those wish lists allows us to dream a little without the knee-jerking spending. I don't know about you, but by the end of 90 days, I'll be curious to see what I've craved and what I've saved. Affirmation. By being selective about how I spend my time and money, I create more space and more choice in my life. I hope you enjoyed that. It's such a good book. As you can hear, it's got lots of cute stories to illustrate the points and really actionable steps that can help us really make change in our lives. So what are you going to do as a result of this? I've already set up my itty bitty wish list, and I now have a strategy in place that everything goes on the itty bitty wish list or the big things wish list before I make any spending. It's really changed my budget and my bottom line. Anyway, I hope to hear from you soon. If you're not a member of GAJA, please join, like and subscribe for more Storytime with Jay. Sending you loads of love.